Hey, it's Quadix here, and I'm here with part two of Naruto Isekai, I guess you could say. Thank you guys for watching, liking, and commenting. Get this to 50 likes for the next part, and comment Q or any other comment you may have. I respond to all comments, and let's get into the story. Closing the screen, a new one popped up with a varying degree of choices before me, ranging from chakra affinities to specializing choices. Okay, let's do this then. Fangirl, female only. You're a member of a fangirl horde. Your skills at stalking your target are second to none, but you give Konoichi everywhere a bad name. Plus 50% XP gain bonus to stalking related skills. Other Konoichi look down on you for giving them a bad name. Angsty Avenger. Your family is dead, and now you're going to find and kill the one responsible, no matter what. Plus 100% XP bonus gain to combat related skills, minus 100 to social related skills, and are easily manipulated by others. Plus 2% strength and vitality, minus 2% wise per level. No jutsu. Your chocolate coils are damaged such that you cannot use ninjutsu or genjutsu. However, you have trained your skills in taijutsu to make up for this. Unable to use ninjutsu or genjutsu, plus 100% XP gain bonus to taijutsu. Duck and cover. Sharp and pointy things have always fascinated you, and throwing weapons like kunai and shuriken have always felt at home in your hand, until they were thrown anyways. So it was no surprise when you grabbed up as many as you could. Plus 50% XP gain throwing weapon skills, but you will always have to buy new stocks of them compared to others. Feel the burn. Fire has always warmed people in the cold nights, chase predators away with its light, and burn enemies to ashes. You little pyro, you. Fire is your go-to weapon of choice when it comes to dealing with your enemies. Starts with natural fire affinity, plus 50% XP gain with fire ninjutsu and nature manipulation. Make a splash. Not much can stop a rushing tide of water, and no one complains about a source of fresh water. Just make sure you don't drown yourself in your own technique. Start with with natural water affinity. Plus 50% XP gain with water ninjutsu and nature manipulation. Blow them away. Even the greatest of mountains are laid low when it comes to the wind. You will blow people off their feet when you enter battle. Start with natural wind affinity, plus 50% XP gain with wind ninjutsu and nature manipulation. Strength of the earth. Being buried alive is a fate nobody wants, and you can impart that fear into your enemies. Just remember, you can't breathe earth yourself. Start with natural earth affinity, plus 50% XP gain with earth ninjutsu and nature manipulation. Shock and awe. No one can miss your technique in the field with the light and noise they generate. Hopefully your enemies can keep their nerve system intact when you start with them. Start with natural lightning affinity, plus 50% XP gain with lightning ninjutsu and nature manipulation. Illusion Master. Reality is an illusion all of its own. Make your enemies question that with your genjutsu skills and confound them all. But you better not get caught up close with people. You are frail after all. Plus 100% XP gain to genjutsu techniques, minus 50 to taijutsu skills. Meneknin. You don't fuck with the white mage. You heal your friends and destroy your enemies' organs. Now you just need to remember where you left your watch. Plus 100% XP to Iro Jutsu, but enemies will try to target you first. Too much chakra. You possess chakra reserves greater than most of your year. On the plus side, this means you can power up your ninjutsu to devastating levels and might be able to use shadow clones. However, you have always had chakra control issues and you tend to overpower your genjutsu, meaning that illusions are basically worthless to you. Plus 300% chakra reserves allows learning shadow clone jutsu. Plus 100% ninjutsu strength, minus 50% XP gain to chakra control exercises, minus 95% genjutsu integrity. Wait, who was that? You've never really stood out from the crowd. Your face blending in with others, easily making you infiltration missions much easier. Plus 50% to stealth. You don't stand out in the crowd for all the positives and negatives. Cool guys don't look at explosions. You have always felt the itch to use it ever since the first demonstration of an explosive tag. The urge to just blow your problems up with high-powered explosives. Hopefully your allies aren't nearby. Plus 250% XP gain to Fuinjutsu explosive notes, but your explosions have a large splash radius and can harm allies if not careful. Flicker. In your opinion, speed is the greatest thing for a shinobi, and the body flicker jutsu is the greatest ninjutsu ever created. Plus 100% XP gain to body flicker jutsu. You have a hard time sitting still. Attuned to nature. You always felt at peace when amongst nature. It leaves you feeling at peace and calm. But as everyone knows, Mother Nature can be a real bitch to those who piss her off. Start with natural senjutsu perk, but you have trouble living in civilized area. Prankster. Hey, it's training. Your skills with pranks earn you the ear of everyone you target either directly or indirectly. But hey, it makes you good with stealth and trap making. Plus 50% XP gain to trapping and stealth skills. But when you prank someone, you lose a reputation with them. Pervert. You read the Ichi series and do so openly. Plus 25% bonus to stealth skills when peeking on your sexual orientation, but will take a loss to your reputation when caught. Super pervert. You aspire to be the next Jiraiya and write your own Ichi books. Just be careful you don't get caught peeking on the Konoha at the hot springs. Plus 50% bonus to stealth when peeking on your sexual orientation, but if you get caught, you will take a massive hit to your reputation. Good with numbers. You've always been good with numbers, and money hasn't been much of an issue when you start taking control of it personally. You can find bargains easier and are able to find good investments. Truth seeker. You've always hated lies and deceptions and pursued the truth no matter what the cost. Plus 50% gain to interrogation skill, able to find the truth for all its good and ill. Knife to meet you. Shinobi are good with knives. You've turned it into an art form. Don't slip up and lose a finger. Plus 50% XP gain to knife fighting skills. With this sword of mine, you've always enjoyed the way the light dances off the edge of your blade. Some even think you like it more with the blood of your enemies. Coding it. Plus 50% XP gain to Kenjutsu skills. Pack rat. You never know when a 5-year-old newspaper will come in handy. Shinobi never know where their mission may lead to after all. At least you have access to some good storage seals, right? Plus 150% XP gain to Fuinjutsu storage seals. But you will always keep everything you pick up. Seal Master. Hey, they use Fuinjutsu to seal Biju. Would you really want to fuck with someone that has turned the art into an art of their own? 50% XP bonus to Fuinjutsu. My non-existent eyes began to ache as I looked through the choices. Dear God, there were so many of them. Shaking my head, I finally selected my 4. With this sword of mine, Manic Nin, Feel the Burn, and Seal Master. I wish I could rub my eyes right now. The non-existently ached. Thank you for completing the character creation. Now begin reincarnation process. Have fun! Wait, what? I blinked before a flash of light blinded me, and the next thing I knew, I was starting up at a ceiling above me, wondering what the fuck just happened. Reincarnation complete. Now start now starting basic tutorial. To open your status page, please vocalize status. I blinked as I stared at the box. Oh, status, I ventured, raising an eyebrow. I actually felt that. Nice. The world seemed to pause as a screen appeared before me before another screen blocked it. This is the status screen. Here you can see your current stats. Remember, the world continues to move as you have this active, but no one else can see it. So be careful. We have also made it so that you only have to think about the action you want to take. Oh, and 100% XP for first opening your status screen. I let out a small groan before dismissing the screen and looking at my stats. Name: Yuriko Uchiha. Level 4. XP 100 out of 3000. Age 7. Gender female. Title Academy student. Plus 25% XP until level 10. Stats: HP 240. CP 460. SCR 15. Brackets 22.5. INT 14. Dexterity 19. 28.5. Vitality 16. Wise 19. Luck 10. Available stat points 20. Well, that was something to work with at least. Wait, what did the gender say? Female? Me? But I'm a guy. Mr. Pexbox, can you explain this please? Character appearance and gender was randomly generated upon reincarnation. Oh joy. I let out a small whimper in response as I somehow remained surprisingly calm, all things considered. Could it be perks? A new window popped up before me showing a list of perks. Perks. Seal Master. Hey, they use Wenjutsu to seal bijus. Who would really want to fuck with someone that has turned the art into an art of their own? Plus 50% XP bonus to Fuinjutsu. So it's the same thing. Seal Master with this sword of mine, Medicnine, Feel the Burn, Natural Fire Affinity, Gamer's Body, and Gamer's Mind. Well, that's a thing. Now that a calm was enforced over my mind, I began to consider an important question. At what point in time am I? I questioned myself, laying in the bed completely still. I was pre-massacre, obviously, at least. I hope so, considering I heard movement in the house I was in at the moment. It was at the moment memorizing began to assault my mind as I tried to sort through them. Images what could only be my parents flashed through my mind, undergoing basic training with my father as he began to teach me the Uchiha Taijutsu style, learning chakra control from my mother, starting at the academy, impressing my parents and clan elders by learning the fire release Great Fireball Jutsu. It all came rushing at me, filling my mind for several moments as a gasp escaped my lips. And just like it started, it was gone. The memories remained, just waiting for me to call on them, but the pain from the rush of them was gone. A knock on the door broke me out of my thoughts as my mother called through the door. Yuriko-chan, it's time to get up, she said firmly. I'm up, I called back as I sat up, my cover dropping from me to show the simple t-shirt and shorts I wear to bed. Alright, breakfast is on the table and your father is eyeing it. My mother. It was strange, but not strange to call her that. Weird, right? Just getting dressed, I called and returned automatically, letting my instinct take over somewhat as I hopped out of bed and headed out to the dining room. Good morning, I called out to my parents as I came out of my bedroom and moved to the table to eat my breakfast. My memory is telling me that eating was the first thing I did before getting cleaned up. Good morning, Yuriko-chan, my father greeted, a solid-looking man with a wire build and creases on his face, showing his middle age with the standard black-colored Uchiha hair cut short and his onyx-colored eyes glinting in amusement. Good morning, my mother returned, placing some more food on the table. A motherly looking woman with soft curves and a gentle face. Her hair different from most Uchiha, being a light brown in color, although she did retain the typical Uchiha black eyes. Ready for your test today? I quickly consulted my memories. I did intend to have a small written test today that I had spent studying for last night. I replied with a nod. I replied with a nod as I began to dig into the meal before me. Bacon and eggs with some toast. It'll be easy. My parents, so damn freaky on an intellectual level, chuckled in amusement at my eagerness. Well, when you get home, we can get you started on the next level of chakra control, my mother informed me with a gentle smile. My eyes lightened up as my memory supplied what exactly that was. Freaking tree walking! Awesome! I vocalized my enthusiasm for what I felt was one of the most underrated techniques out there. I mean, seriously, you're telling gravity to go fuck off and jack it while you run up walls. Only thing better was walking on water like some kind of Jesus ninja. My mother chuckled in response as she ruffled my hair, playfully making me giggle in response. Did I really just giggle? Come on, go get a shower, you. Don't want to show up to class all stinky, do you? She questioned with an amused grin. Right, I replied as I climbed down from the table and headed for the bathroom, my feet automatically tracing the steps there. Once I was in the shower with the water running, I let my body run on autopilot as I opened the status screen. 20 minutes to allocate, huh? I murmured to myself as I looked at my stats, uncertain what I should go for. Help screen? A helpful title box popped up for me. Help. This is a basic primer on what each aspect of the screen means. Refer to this if you're confused or uncertain about an effect or ability of your gamer power. Level. Your current level of strength, the more you learn, the higher of a level you gain. With each level, you get 5 stat points to allocate and bonus according to any related perks. XP. You gain experience with every action you take. This will accumulate to a level up. Certain status effects can increase or decrease the amount of XP you gained. Age. Fairly self-explanatory. How old you are. Your age can affect how people act and behave towards you. Gender. Again, not much of an explanation needed, but certain missions are only available for each gender. Title. Titles are gained through an action and behavior. Be careful though, as not all titles have a positive effect on you. HP. Hit points. Your health. This hits 0 and you're dead. Just so you know, there are no retries or loading up saved games, so you better not hit 0. Calculated by multiple base strength and vitality. Chakra points. Chakra points, a lot of your actions require chakra, and if you hit 0 and try to use more, not only will you gain a debuff, but the power will come from your HP instead. So use very carefully. Calculated by multiplying base, integrity, and wise. Is it integrity? No, it's not. It's, I don't know. INT and wise. Strength. How hard you punch people. Critical for taijutsu and weapon wielder builds, as well as your standard carry weight capacity. INT. Oh, that's intelligence, not integrity. How smart you are. Intelligence will affect how easily you can memorize things and figure out the complex math and science. Dexterity. Your dexterity, how well can you aim and coordinate your body? If this is low, you are more likely to trip, hurt yourself with thrown kunai, shuriken, and cut your allies with your sword. WIS. How well you can make a decision. Being smart is one thing. Being wise is completely different ballpark. If this remains low, you may very well end up accidentally defecting from your village due to a string of poor decisions. Luck. Lucky has a hand in many different things. A little luck can go a long way, but sometimes Lady Luck isn't around, so be cautious. That is actually very helpful. Thank you, Mr. Textbox. Seeing the effects of each before me, I decided to allocate 5 points to my wise, intelligence, and dexterity before putting 3 points in strength and 2 points into vitality, since I was planning for a white mage type of build. Looking at it carefully, I nodded and confirmed my new stats. Level 4, XP 100 out of 3000, age 7, gender female, title academy student, stats HP 324, CP 656, strength 18, special attack 27, integrity 19, dexterity 24, special dexterity 36, vitality 18, wise 24, luck 10. Not too bad, a bit chakra heavy, but it would keep CP is chakra points, but it would keep people alive when I learned medical jutsu. Actually, speaking of skills, I call it out as I begun to wash my neck length hair. Fire release, great volleyball jutsu, activate. Level 3, 22.32%. Stable jutsu of the Uchiha clan, burying your enemies alive with either a massive ball of fire or a continuous flame throw or fireball. 106 damage with a 30% chance to inflict the burn status. 100% chakra points per fireball. Flamethrower, 56 fire damage per second with a 30% chance to inflict the burn status. 50 chakra point per second. Uchiha Interceptor Fist, passive. Level 10, 15.01%. The primary and basic taijutsu of the Uchiha clan has several offshoots, forms, but each Uchiha has roots with this technique. Makes maximum use of the Sharingan to predict and counter enemy attacks. Increase dexterity and strength by 5%. Basic Sharingan Jutsu, passive. Level 5, 97.90%. The bread and butter of distractions for shinobi, hurling something sharp and tiny at your enemy. Increase accuracy of thrown shuriken and kunai by 15%. Basic kenjutsu, passive, level 8, 88.12%. The very basics of using a sharp metal sword. With this, you're only a single step above those idiots waving them around with no idea what they're doing. Plus 8.5% bonus to dexterity and strength when using a sword type weapon. Substitution jutsu, active, level 6, 40%. The ninja get out of death card, piss off to your enemies who thought you were dead. Allows you to change place with an item up to a medium-sized dog in way to avoid an incoming attack you were aware of up to 4 times in a row. Cost 10 chakra points per use. Transformation jutsu, active, level 4, 72.34%. The instant disguise kit. This genjutsu lets you disguise yourself from your enemies, but is very fragile and can be disrupted easily. Can transform into another person that is within 2 feet of your height and 50 pounds your weight. Cost 15 chakra points / second. Clone jutsu, active, level 8, 9.2%. A very basic clone technique creates illusion clones that don't have any shadows or create sound. Can create up to 8 clones per use. 10 chakra point per clone. Alright, something to work with, it looks like. Although I wasn't sure what my maximum for each one was, like it's 100 less variable. I finally shrugged in response as I rinsed the studs out of my hair. Something to figure out later. For now, I had an academy of freaking ninjas to attend. I knew the basic year were a lot of history and theory, but still ninjas. Okay guys, I'm gonna end it there. This part is going to be his interactions with class, and the next part, and how he interacts with the other ninjas we know and love, or she. I'll see you in the next part. Get this to 50 likes. Bye.